the Trevor Jackson Podcast.
What's good with y'all tonight on this beautiful Saturday night, man? Hope y'all been enjoying y'all day, getting to the bag, celebrating life, watching a little bit of college football, doing your thing, chilling with your family, spending quality time. Your boy just now getting over the flu, but I'm here, man. I'm here to chop it up with y'all about this article that Apple Music released. And they said that Tyler, the Creator, is the artist of the year. 2025 has been a hell of a year, man. I just, to everybody who released music, who have curated and created something that is meaningful and something that is of substance, I want to give y'all a round of applause. Real talk. From Raekwon the Chef, Ghostface Killer, The Clips, Wale new album, Freddie Gibbs new album, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun. It's so much that I may forget a lot of people's projects, but y'all have done y'all thing, man. 2 Chainz, The Alchemist production, Mobb Deep album. It's been a phenomenal 2025, and De La Soul just dropped, Slick Rick dropped. It's just so much music that I'm just appreciative for 2025, but we got to talk about this article. I want to mention a few things that really stood out to me about this year for Tyler, the Creator, because he dropped 2 number 1 albums in the same year. It's only a few artists ever to do that in hip hop history. One I can think of is DMX. The other one I can think of is Future. If it's any more, just y'all help me out, because them the only 2 that I can think of. So this is a feat that is unprecedented. It ain't too many people that can say that they done that. Also, the Outkast tribute, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame celebration that they did. A lot of people was talking about how bad that Doja Cat did. A lot of people was celebrating, some of the performances, and some of them they wasn't so fond of. But Tyler, the Creator, everybody said his performance, his tribute to Outkast and him doing Andre 3000, it stood out, and he did a phenomenal job. Don't Tap the Glass was a great album. CHROMAKOPIA was a great album. And he has really tapped into like that late 90s, early 2000s Neptune sound that the game is missing right now. Because Chad Hugo and Pharrell, they ain't collaborating no more. And that sound, it seems like, Tyler, the Creator, is recreating it, but he's doing it in his own way. Also in fashion, he just released some new Converse boots that's fire. I'm going to give Tyler, the Creator, a round of applause also before I get into this article. Let's get to it. This article says Tyler, the Creator, was announced today as Apple Music's Artist of the Year, recognizing the hip-hop visionary's outstanding impact on both music and culture in 2025. Tyler's output through the end of 2025 reinforced his position as one of the most gifted creatives of this era. Across Apple Music, Tyler had the best year ever in terms of worldwide plays, listeners, and hours listened, with fans around the world logging more than 4.5 billion minutes of listening time between November 2024 and October 2025. Let me drink this water, y'all. $4.5 billion minutes is a feat. That means that his fans and the people who support him really tapped into his creativity. Tyler began the year with his most ambitious and successful tour in support of his most personal album to date. The just released CHROMAKOPIA, that extraordinary feat in world building and character exploration, became his most successful album ever on Apple Music by first day and first week plays. But he wasn't done creating. He wrote, recorded, and released another album mid-tour, Don't Tap the Glass, a brief yet satisfying blast of urgent, stripped-down rap that's wildly different from its predecessor, and shot to number 1 on Apple Music's overall charts in more than 55 countries the day it was released. These singularly vivid and wildly divergent versions of hip-hop come from a generational artist at his most fearless, all within the span of a year that included headlining slots at Governor Ball, Lollapalooza, Outside Lands, and Osheaga. The year will also see the 11th edition of LA's own Camp Flognar, the festival Tyler built himself. Tyler continues to prove that anything is possible. His creativity has been incredible all year, says Zane Lowe, Apple Music's global creative director and lead anchor for Apple Music One. His creative risk-taking is only matched by the care he takes to present it, and he inspires his peers and fans now, just as he will continue to inspire generations to come. To everyone who listens to my music, thank you, said Tyler. I appreciate you so much. This year for my career was the biggest so far. To be his this year Apple Music Artist of the Year is sick. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the recognition. It means a lot to me, especially for the music and things that I make. Please keep supporting folks who are a bit out of the box for how they do things. It means a lot to me. You know, Tyler, the Creator, he came under some sort of scrutiny at one point this year. I forgot what it actually was, but it was people on the internet talking about canceling Tyler, the Creator. And if y'all can, get me up to speed to that and we can further that discussion in the comment section, I would appreciate that, To cap it off, Tyler's vision and cultural imprint extended far beyond music. He will soon make his feature film debut in Marty Supreme, the Josh-directed period drama starring Timothy Chalamet. And he closes out 2025 with 5 new Grammy nominations for both CHROMAKOPIA and Don't Tap the Glass. As Apple Music's Artist of the Year, Tyler will receive a physical award that represents the extraordinary craftsmanship integral to creating music. Each Apple Music Award features Apple's custom silicone wafer suspended between a polished sheet of glass and a machine anado's aluminum body in symbolic gesture, the same chip powering the devices that put over 100 million songs at listeners' fingertips, also sits at the very heart of Apple Music Awards. Apple Music, I see and I assume that they're going to come out with an award show here soon because, the BET Awards and these award shows are actually dying right now. MTV Awards, MTV, I don't even think it exists anymore, does it? Something about MTV, it's just like it's fading away, though. But this Apple Music Award and him being the Apple Music Artist of the Year is interesting. He also contributed to what I think is Album of the Year from the Clips. And he had a feature on there that was phenomenal on one of the songs that he was featured on the Clips album also. Celebrate Tyler's Artist of the Year appointment with a special selection of playlists dedicated to the songs and voices that have shaped the last 12 months and users that have Tyler, the Creator, and their recent Shazam history can keep an eye out for a special message from the artist on their home screen. Salute to Tyler, the Creator. Great year in hip hop. I feel like, it could have been, it's interesting that they chose him. And why they didn't choose Bad Bunny or choose Taylor Swift. Why Tyler, the Creator? He had 2 #1 albums, but I can guarantee it's a couple of more artists who had more streams than him. But it's just interesting that they made him Artist of the Year. But salute to Tyler, the Creator. He has done a phenomenal job. Hip hop has had a phenomenal year. I don't know if people consider Tyler, the Creator, traditional hip hop, but he is an artist that represents the culture of hip hop. And, I appreciate his music. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to my show, though. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the hype button on your way out so we can continue to trigger the algorithm and continue celebrating artists because over here on my platform, I don't speak bad. I ain't talking bad about folks. We celebrating the culture and hoping people continue to get their shine on. I'm up off this thing, though, man. Peace, love, plenty, abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. And I'm gone.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.